What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life. Today we got on deck is the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Yeah, you see it. We got the Pixel 9 Pro XL on deck in 2025. And there's some things that I really want to talk about when it comes to this device. Now, y'all know tech is on the schedule. Pixel 9 Pro XL comes out later in the year, then the year change, beginning of the year happens, and OnePlus devices drop, the new S line from Samsung drop, and we kind of forget about the Pixel. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't forgot about the Pixel. I kind of missed the Pixel in 2025. Let's get into it. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you guys know I pick up a lot of devices. I try to pick up generally all the Android devices, big flagships that come to the United States. That's Google, that's at times OnePlus, and that's also Samsung. I've been also known as a Samsung Knight, guys, kind of. But it's something that I like about all these devices and all these manufacturers because they kind of do what they do differently. So as I was testing out this device in 2024, guys, later 2024, it was a lot that I liked about this device, but a few things that I wasn't heavy on. This device, of course, has that Tensor G4 processor. The Tensor G4 processor is definitely more geared towards AI, and at the same time, it doesn't boast pure power, like the power you would need if you like into heavy gaming or heavy video editing on your device. And sometimes I get into those things, so I notice where the Tensor G4 is not the best processor at times. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that isn't all a smart device is about. There's a lot of things that I really liked about this Pixel 9 Pro XL. In 2024, I feel like it was the best design overall of an Android smart device. We got a redesign. It looks different. It doesn't look the same as the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 8 Pro. It does look like it's in a family, but it was definitely redesigned and looks a lot better, looks a lot more aesthetic this year. So that was something that I really thought was really dope because that's something that's been missing in the Android smartphones for a while now. A lot of phones are riding the same design from year to year. A nice refresher on design was definitely something that I found dope about the Pixel. Also, as far as cameras go, guys, we're talking about one of the best point and shoot cameras that you're going to have on a smartphone. And that's all because of processing. I'm big on processing. Most smartphones, the sensors in smartphones are not big enough to take the same pictures that DSLR mirrorless cameras take purely off sensor size. So when smartphones take pictures, they have to be processed. And through that algorithm, the actual smartphone makes the picture look better. And right now, Google has the best processing to me. If I take a picture with my Pixel, I know that Google is going to step up and make that picture look aesthetically how I want it. And Google just nails it every time. And I feel like there are some smartphones with better and more powerful sensors, but at the same time, the companies and the manufacturers that make those smartphones still haven't caught up with the computational processing that a smartphone really needs to have a photo that really shines. So like as far as me just wanting to snap a quick picture and have a beautiful picture, I'm a big fan of Google's computational photography. Now, as we got Android 15, yes, Android is a little bit more customizable, and there are a little bit more things to play around with as far as the Android OS go, but at the same time, it's still really simple. It's not too much. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed with other phones as they put their skins over the Android operating system. It's just too much and it gives me a headache. But with a Pixel, you got a nice, simple interface that's very smooth and fluid. And when I say fluid, I don't mean fast because yes, we got the OnePlus 13, S25 Ultra, S25, all these devices with the Snapdragon 8 Elite are super fast, super snappy. But I feel like Google takes a different approach to their operating system. The animations and the way you move around stock Google is very fluid, it's very smooth. I don't like to use the word buttery, but it is just buttery smooth. So I feel like when using stock Google, it just gives you a much more authentic experience, not always trying to be the fastest and the snappiest. But in 2025, as we go through the paces, as tech reviewers pick up phones, review phones, share videos and things about phones, I wasn't really done with my Pixel 9 Pro XL. I still want to enjoy the updates that Google send out every month as they piece the phone together and make it better. I still maybe want to try out Android 16 beta. There's a lot that you can do with a Pixel that you can't do with other devices. It may not have the all-powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, but it's just a really fun aesthetic device. And when I use this device, I get that feeling, that stock Android nerd feeling. Like it's a sense of pride. Like, yes, I do like to use pixels. I like to take pictures, and I'm an Android guy at heart. But yeah, this your boy BG Tech Life. I just wanted to share in 2025 why I still want to use and miss the Pixel 9 Pro XL a little bit. It's your boy BG. I'm out. Peace.